Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Becky and I'm a small artist from the UK. This video is a follow-up from one of my most recent ones where I used some of my reference books to try and get myself out of a little bit of burnout. This one in particular inspired me a huge amount, and this video is just showing the work I was able to produce once I'd sort of worked through my burnout a little bit and found inspiration again.
Zero. There was an anomaly. I didn't see it. Did you guys see it? Maybe the deer.
I'm not sure what brought on the burnout. I think I'm just exhausted in general. And the idea of sitting down and creating something completely from scratch just seemed really daunting. So the session I had in my crappy sketchbook with some very nice pens really helped me just kind of reset myself, if that makes sense. And during that little break, I kind of found all this inspiration again through my books, and I sort of had a whole solid 2 weeks of making some work that I'm really quite proud of. I feel a bit weird saying how proud I am of myself, but the feeling when you're in a burnout of you'll never make anything good again, I'll never be able to paint anything that I'll like, everything's going to be terrible. It's not a nice place to be in, and it really does kick your confidence out. So kind of finding all these paintings in myself, it was a proud couple of weeks.
Reading or whatever. I'll see you then.
Even though I'd found all this new inspiration, I still wanted to take it easy on myself, so I've purposely left them quite simple. There's not a lot of detail. I didn't want to overload myself and sort of burn out quickly again. I wasn't sure how long this little burst of energy would last, so I wanted to make it as long as possible. You can see me working on these two pieces at the same time, which I tend to do if there's like a common theme through them, or I have too many ideas at once. It's also a paint saving thing. I'm very conscious of how much paint costs and how much I end up throwing away once I've finished a certain amount of paintings. So I just wanted to use as much as I could as possible, which is why a lot of them have got the same sort of backgrounds, the same sort of colours in the clothes, or they all look very similar, but they are I do think of them as a set, so I'm fine with that.
It is really okay.
I'm Anne Forhan.
I'm Peter.
And in our podcast, Legacy, we explore the lives of some of the biggest...
I wanted to include some paper cutted again in these, not only because it took the pressure off a little bit from making them look perfect, but also reflected the kind of homemade nature of some of the costumes in the book. Some of these kids have clearly got sort of the parents' clothes on or a paper bag over their head, and I wanted that to come across in these paintings. This dog head was one of my favourites in particular. I think it's because it's the actual photo is really, really weird, and I like the wonkiness of it. It really looks, like I say, homemade, and the way I layered up the paper for it gives it even more of a 3D effect, which makes it look even weirder, I think. the way I was able to capture the folds, especially around the neck, really make it look like this kid's got just a sack on their head. And I wanted to add the little dog in the background just to make sure you know that she's dressed up as her dog for Halloween. This one's a really weird one. It was a kid in a clown outfit, but I just really liked the massive ears on it. I've changed his face slightly because it wasn't completely clear in the photo, but it gives a really unsettling, unnerving kind of vibe. Almost reminds me a bit of The Strangers. Cutting out all these tiny bits was fiddly and time consuming, but it really does work. It gives this hodgepodge put together, I've made my own mask kind of vibe, which again is what I'm going for with these pictures. Here are all the final pieces. They're all on bits of mount board that I either had prepped and not used, or got halfway through painting and abandoned it. I really like painting on mount board, partly because it's quite a little bit absorbent, so you get all these kind of nice patterns in the layering of the paint, and because it's quite cheap. These three I did them actually before these ones that I filmed. This one in particular is my absolute favourite. I just love the face on it. This one again is okay. It was just one I wanted to try out, but I'm not sure it completely works. And this kid just looks so grumpy in this lamb outfit that I had to just give her a go. As a little bonus, I thought I'd share this TikTok that I made. I had these two weird vintage rattle dolls that I bought years ago and I just done nothing with, so I gave them a little makeover. This tiny paper bag I'm obsessed with. I absolutely love it, and now I have two little spooky friends sitting on my shelf. Thank you for watching to the end, and hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye.